Donald Trump wants nothing more than to distance himself from Jeffrey Epstein. I've done a lot of videos talking about all the things he's trying to do to divert, distract, and get away from Jeffrey Epstein, the Epstein files, and everything surrounding that. And he wants nothing more than to get away from it because he knows how bad it looks for him. And he knows that it is going to be one of the things that sinks himself and Republicans, and he's losing support daily, and all Donald Trump cares about is his image. Well, CNN was doing a little bit of background, and they started going through video archives, and they found a video of Jeffrey Epstein at Donald Trump's wedding to his second wife, Marla Maples, in the early 90s. Now, this predates before anybody was aware of anything that Jeffrey Epstein was doing, and it just shows that they knew each other. Now, Donald Trump could have come out ahead of it and said, yeah, I knew Jeffrey Epstein. We didn't know what he was doing at the time, but I knew the guy. He was influential in the finance world, and that's why he was there, because it was a good business move. Now, that would be the smart way to play this off, especially if he has nothing to hide. However, Donald Trump is not smart, and he does have something to hide. So when he was asked for comment by CNN, he repeated his favorite refrain, fake news, and hung up on them. Donald Trump wants to get away from stories like this. He doesn't want it to be even known that he was in the same social circles as Jeffrey Epstein, that he may have been friends with Jeffrey Epstein. There are ways he could have explained it if he legitimately knew nothing was wrong, and if everything's on the up and up like he says it is. Like his spokesman keeps saying, well, we found out he was such a creep, we kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. Well, okay. If that's the case, and you literally knew nothing was wrong, and you legitimately knew nothing was wrong, say that. Say, hey, at the time he was influential, we knew nothing about his other activities, and go from there. But that's not how Donald Trump does business. He wants to distance himself completely. Oh, never knew the guy, don't know who he is, never met him. When there is all kinds of evidence that proves that he knows him. It makes him look guilty. Now, Donald Trump probably is guilty from the way he's acting and trying to get away from all of this. He knows his name is in the Epstein files, and that he had contact with Epstein and probably is deeply involved in all of it. Now, Donald Trump doesn't want the public to know about it. He knows it's going to be bad for him. But this makes it look worse. As with most things, the cover-up is almost worse than what he did. Like I said, there were ways to explain that you knew Jeffrey Epstein and still say you didn't know what he was doing. That is one thing, but what Donald Trump is doing is completely different, and it is failing at every turn.